Are you there?
Hello, Rizzler.
When you went bald.
Did you get a haircut?
What is that?
Me and Tony are hopping in the hot tub.
Oh boy.
This is not cool, man.
But we will.
What you're talking about, I have no idea.
Bottled under government supervision.
Should I get it started?
Ooh.
Welcome to the XYZ podcast. So man, welcome. I can't even get to the intro. This is episode 62. I'm millennial producer Tony, joined as always by the host Gen X Brian.
Hey, everybody.
And Gen Z Winston.
What it do?
Doing
barrel.
flips. Jeez, I did not expect that to start
That
off.
was really funny.
It's become tradition now to interrupt me somehow while I'm doing the intro. I appreciated that one. Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
It broke me.
Crash land the intro. How can we do it?
That's it.
No, I had a question. This happened right as I was logging on, and I wanted to know. I got a random text from a number I don't know that just says hello, and I was like, "Do you guys answer wrong texts?"
No.
Like
I
no?
will wait to see if there's a follow-up of like, hey, this is a person. Otherwise, that's a report junk and delete.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, because there was a couple of times I've gotten these, and it was one of those things where they're like, "Do you own the property on blah blah blah?" And you're like, "No, I don't own that property." They're like, "Well, do you have any property you want to sell, or are you interested?" It was like a real estate thing. I just started after that. I just started responding with just different animated gifs. The first one. So what I do is new phone, who dis? That's that's one I usually send, and then just to see how many absurd animated gifs I can send to this person before they get mad. I don't often have time to do that, but I got that right before we came on here, and I was like, do I respond or do I just delete it? And then I was like, I wonder if you guys actually answer wrong texts on purpose for the comedy.
Though I sadly have recognized that in our text chat, I do respond with gifts a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's just a millennial thing.
Is it? Well, Brian's saying he's doing it.
I'm doing it, yeah. And I mean, I still find it funny, but I know that your generation kind of like went beyond that. But I'm all for it. I still think that is one of the funniest. So this will sound ancient to Winston. I used to, respond in emails. Like you used to be. Yeah, you used to just be able to drag and drop them into Google, and then they did something where you then had to download it, and it didn't work as well. But there was a period where like 97% of my emails went out had some sort of animated GIF in it, or GIF. Are we supposed? I'm sorry, I'm not saying GIF. I know that's the proper way, but I'm sorry. However many years of interneting, it was GIF, and nobody corrected me, so we'll fight about it.
No, I was gonna say every now and again I'll use a GIF in the in my group chat with my friends, but they're very like selective. I don't like
only the choicest gifs.
I send more like still images that is funny rather than like using GIF with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I appreciate it. I appreciate any sort of funny comment or picture. Both of you guys have sent some pretty funny ones. I mean, that does make me feel a little bit old because my kids don't generally respond. They'll respond with text. It's not
right.
Which I don't understand. I think you can say so much more with a funny ass picture.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just like a knee-jerk reaction for me to be like, send a picture.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, I think the picture is just so funny. What I've started doing recently was stickers. Stickers is somehow a lot funnier than just images.
Oh, because you can personalize and make your own stickers.
Yes, and you can just throw them anywhere. It's amazing.
Yes.
What are you making stickers of?
Just like sometimes it's memes, sometimes it's just like random like pictures. I don't know. I think it's so funny to do it. Like I have one of just like some old drawing of this condom looking guy like rubbing his hand.
Condom looking guy.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. It's so stupid. I sent it to my group chat today. No, there you go. As you can see, he kind of looks like a condom. Yeah.
Not very clearly, but yes. Okay.
Yeah. He has this super like big grin, smug look on his face, like super devious. But yeah, no, I've really started doing that recently. I think it's really funny. But otherwise, no, yeah, GIF, not so much.
All right. Well, now, so then I'm gonna do this as an experiment. So it's a 787 phone number. I wonder let's see where that area code is. I'm gonna play along. A while ago, I've talked about this. There was a while where I you got a Nigerian scam email and tried to see how long I could let that go.
787's Puerto Rico.
Ooh, even better.
What the hell?
I want to respond as a smartass, but is there any way that this could be it may be a scam, but there's nothing they can do if it's like they're like, oh, this is a good phone number. Okay, well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go for the we're gonna see where this goes. Just like your exploration to see if you got child trafficked from the talking Angela. We're gonna see.
Hold on.
Can we group think this though? Is it you just got a hello and nothing else?
Yes, yeah, it is. So yes, it is a 787 number, which I guess is now from Puerto Rico, and it just says hello. That's it.
You should
message,
respond
SMS.
with, "Is it me you're looking for?"
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
See, now this is why I wanted to group think that, because that's a good answer. Now, Winston, does he respond with the GIF of Lionel
No,
Richie?
you follow up to your text with a GIF of Lionel Richie.
No, I'm just going to see if I can have him going, hello, is it me you're looking for? That's okay, yeah. If it's animated, fine. If not, okay,
That's my contribution.
See, but that's
Winston
what I'm
had
saying.
the good response, and
You guys are overworking it, right? I would have just hit them with the "Is it me you're looking for?" and then just a random picture or a GIF, any type of GIF of Lionel Richie. Doesn't have to be him singing the song.
yeah, but there is a GIF of the response, so you might as well use that GIF.
Is there a GIF of the response?
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
You guys are going above and beyond to like do that. That's why I'm like, I don't get to that point of searching. Also, the reason I don't do that is the Apple GIF engine is awful.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't use that. I
Either do I.
go looking for my own.
Straight,
and you probably
exactly.
say,
There we go.
You guys are putting in way too much effort. I would just look up a picture.
It's for the joke. Okay, so here's our
And-
options from top to bottom. The classic, which I love, whoever came up with this first, the picture of Lionel Richie, is it me you're looking for, and then where you tear off one on the bottom, like it's a
the
an ad.
numbers?
So,
Yeah.
so there's that, and
Is
then
there
you've
not
got
a music video GIF? Of
it's there.
him?
That's down there. That's down there. I'm getting to that one.
Yeah.
That's actually not first. So and then second's your standard like black and white, just of him leaning on a chair, looking all suave with the text, and then somebody's really up the ante and gone for, is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie dressed as Where's Waldo? As an
What?
option.
See, too far.
Yeah.
Too
Draw a
far.
line.
And then
yeah, I
the
don't
music
like the
video
crossover.
one of him just saying, hello, is it me you're
Go
looking
classic.
for? Picking up
I would
the
go
phone.
classic, and then I feel like the rest of, if there's another response, all responses now must be Lionel Richie. Just keep the theme.
Okay, well then can we slide into Adele, because if I scroll down on the gifts,
You
or the
can do
memes,
Adele, yeah.
we now have Adele going like this, saying hello, and then below is Lionel Richie answering her. So what are we going for? Are we animated, or are we just going straight still from the video? We're going straight still from the video, and I'm going to include you guys on this text. This is a social experiment.
Okay, and
Are you
keep us
gonna add
updated.
us into a group chat with this random number?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
my-
about to get spam.
Well, yeah, we're all collectively getting scammed at this point. What is happening?
All right. Can I do that right on a reply? Can I add things?
I don't think so. I think you would have to make a new
I think
group.
you should just send the picture and keep us updated.
Okay.
I like
I'm
the
sen-
suspense. I like
Okay.
live updates.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. So it is going straight to, I got my blur on, but that's, we're going still from the video, Lionel Richie holding up the telephone. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Okay, there we go. All right, we'll
Now
see.
I know Winston has something he wants to get to. I
Okay,
have
so-
one
sorry
of my
about that.
live
No, you're good.
updates. Speaking of live update, Winston mentioned the Toto factory coming to
Yes.
Georgia soon.
Yes.
Did either of you hear about the Hyundai factory in Georgia?
Holy shit. What a fucking
Brian-
shit show.
Brian, do you know
No.
about this?
Oh
is
my
this where
God.
did they clear out a bunch of
Some
homeless
lady,
people?
Yeah,
some
okay.
lady
That was-
called ICE, and
Oh,
like they
And-
rounded up like 300 illegal
No, it's
South
500, isn't it?
500.
yeah,
yeah.
that was a couple weekends ago. Yes, I do remember hearing about that.
But this factory was promised by previous politicians that it was going to bring a bunch of jobs to Georgia.
Yep.
And then South Korea, where Hyundai's from, came
Is
and built
pulling
the
the plug,
factory
right?
and then apparently just shipped over a bunch of people too
Yeah.
to work the place. So there was no American jobs.
Oh, there were a bunch of South Koreans.
No, I
Um,
don't think the factory was built yet. I think they were still working on the factory.
Were they the
And-
South Koreans working on? Were they South Koreans working on the Hyundai
They
factory?
were South Korean working on the Hyundai
Oh.
factory. I don't think those people were actively working in the factory just yet. But here's the worst.
They were building
Here's
the
the worst
factory.
part about all this, Brian. The lady who called ICE went and made herself publicly known on TikTok.
Oh man.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not only are you an idiot, but you're announcing to people that you're an idiot. That's the craziest thing about all of this.
That's like the crazy base. Do you see the baseball
Yep,
lady?
I was gonna say you're talking
ahead.
about Philly.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, you were talking about
the
Philly.
baseball lady was pretty funny too. What
Yeah.
a fucking bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Scream down a child for the
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Then she's just a public enemy #1 on the internet, and the kid got all kind of special treatment.
Like they gave him an RV. Like,
They did?
Yeah. Like
Oh my
somebody gave
gosh.
him an RV. He got
Yeah.
to meet the players.
Yeah,
he got
I'm sure.
signed bad. Yeah.
I've seen the story. My wife showed it to me when it happened, and I've seen it since. But if anybody doesn't know, two Phillies fans against each other. Yeah, a thing goes into the ball goes into the crowd. There's a scuffle for it, and a dad gets it and takes it and hands it to his kid. And some lady, Philly
It
Karen,
wasn't even a scuffle though. It
No.
landed and he picked it up and walked away.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
It was a ball in the outfield. It is or in
Yeah.
the stands. It is free game for whoever gets it first. That is
No,
always
seriously.
the rules. Not if it landed in front of you and you didn't get it.
Yeah.
But yes, and then the lady like berated him. The fact that when she grabbed his arm was like cocked like it was gonna hit her, and like you saw the
And he
restraint in
stopped
this
himself.
guy's
It was
face.
so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
My stance on Philadelphia is well known on this
Oh
podcast.
my
So I just
gosh,
have to say, I'm not surprised.
I know, man, and they're so consistent.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yes,
so
they are. I just
consistent.
go, Philadelphia sports fan. They're an a-hole? Who could have guessed?
I worked with this guy in June from Philadelphia. Super cool guy. I had to keep my thoughts on Philly sports fans to myself because this guy was super nice. And I'm like, you're from Philly?
Oh,
You're really kind
yeah,
of
some of the people can be it's one of my like most quoted things. It's on my list. We'll have to get to it another time, but it's like quotes from random stuff that just stick to you that you say all the time. And the quote from the first Men in Black movie, where the two of them sit down and they're just like, how does the public not know about aliens? And Tommy Lee Jones just go,
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
and I just go, oh, yeah, I think that all the time. A
yeah.
person, perfectly normal.
Yeah.
People, imbeciles.
Yeah. That's that kind of you can apply that to a lot of things. I guess.
Oh, yes.
man.
Okay, so this lady back to North Korean Karen or South Korean Karen.
Yeah.
She identified.
Oh no, she's not South Korean. She's American.
right, but okay,
She's from Georgia.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course she is. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Rural Georgia.
Brian, think of
Probably.
the most rural Georgia woman you can think
Yeah.
of. That's
Yeah.
exactly what she looks
Yeah.
like.
Probably in great shape.
Oh, amazing shape at that. She
Hey,
definitely
you don't
ran
get
a
good
marathon.
Southern cooking and be thin.
Yeah.
That's an oxymoron.
She said she was going to gym, but it was just a guy named Jim working at a McDonald's.
Jim's barbecue. That's
Yeah, that's
I was gonna say it was just barbecue.
yeah.
So nobody has identified the Philly fan that was which is funny that she was arguing with another Philly fan, but
Yeah.
this lady has voluntarily like gone on the internet. I was really surprised like they
Yeah.
hadn't found the Philly person, but man, to voluntarily do that, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well-
took what a matter of minutes before they identified the CEO
Yeah.
at that Coldplay concert. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't mess with the internet.
No, seriously,
don't.
and it just doesn't make any sense because she the Georgia lady is weird. She quite literally just
Oh.
said, "Is that a bunch of Koreans working around here? It gotta be illegal. It gotta be," and immediately just call ICE. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Man,
Like, why would anyone do that? You know what I mean? I just think it's
good
don't
old
know.
fashioned racism.
yeah, it's not the 2000 one either.
No, this is
No,
this is
it's the
2025
brand new
racism.
version.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you brought up a great
All right.
topic though. I heard about that. I didn't realize she revealed herself on TikTok. Did you watch the TikTok?
Yeah, everybody. It was so funny. It was like one of those rare occasion where the comments had way more likes than a video does. The video had like 800 likes, and you opened a comment, and the very first one had like 17,000 likes on it.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like, it's very rare that you incur one of those, but it's amazing every single time because a group of people collectively agreed this person is a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, even I could imagine that even people with a strong anti-immigration stance were like,
Yeah.
why'd you do that, man? Why'd you?
Yeah.
So is the thought that they weren't actually going to hire American workers, that
I
they were
don't
just
think
going
that
to keep
was-
shipping people over, or that just happened?
I
to
just
be...
think this lady went, they look different. Call
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, that's quite
I
literally.
don't think there was
that's
much
what
more
happened.
thought than that.
I saw a news report today that I think the president of South Korea is like looking into this whole situation. It's gotten that bad.
Oh man.
Jeez, oh man.
Okay, so if you're on the internet and you're making TikToks, you kind of have to have a general idea of how the internet works. But to volunteer yourself and to jump up there and say
There
it
you
was
go.
me, I'm the one who did it.
This says South
just
Korea ready
insanity.
planes to bring home worker detained in U.S. immigration raid as consider staying to fight charges. As some consider,
Oh,
yeah. So
man. What town in Georgia is that? Is it Morrow? Is it Morrow?
I'm trying to see if I can
There's a
find
town in Georgia called Morrow. I'm going to Morrow.
Marrow. Spelled like marrow.
Is
Is
it?
it?
Is
Is
it?
it
No, it's
M-A-R?
Morrow. I think it's Morro. I don't know.
It doesn't say where, or at least I haven't seen it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I
Oh,
suppose it
can
doesn't
we
matter.
actually? I have a picture of this woman. Can we air her? I'll fuck her.
Please, I want to say. I
Yeah.
want to see if
This
the picture in my
and
mind.
Listen, everybody hate the word, but she's an actual fucking like quite literally.
Oh, we're gonna have to bleep that. That's
We can keep it. She deserve it.
your
Here we go.
generation thinks that word doesn't have as much power as
There
it
it
actually
goes.
still does.
Tori Branham.
Oh, there you go. Oh, she's a former U.S. Marine.
Yeah, she's has accepted the online moniker of MAGA Karen because that's such a great title for yourself.
And is running for District 12 Congress in Georgia.
Where's District 12?
I don't know. It might be by what's her Marjorie Taylor Greene. That chick keeps getting elected by landslides, and I'm like, how? But
That totally makes sense.
It looks like this may Hyundai Motor Group mega plant, America, located approximately 25 miles from downtown Savannah.
Oh, so it's deep south, right?
well,
I think
southish.
the entire state of Georgia is considered deep south.
Yes, that's true.
I don't
Anyway.
want the podcast to take a political stance.
We're here for entertainment to
Yeah.
not think about the
Yes.
horror
All
that
right.
is real life for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Which I was listening to a podcast. Mark Maron, you guys know him? He's got the
Comedian.
WTF podcast. He's the guy that like invented podcasts, and he's retiring. It's funny now. I'm like, I found his show years ago, but I'm like now actively going back and listen to episodes. But I was listening to the one today with Alex Winter. Now you won't probably know him by name, but you know him as Ted, unless that's Bill S. Preston Esquire or Ted Theodore Logan. Which one was Keanu? Was it Keanu Ted?
Yeah.
Anyway, Alex Winter was
Yes.
Bill, I believe, of
Okay.
Bill and Ted's fame, but he's gone into directing documentaries, and he did one on YouTube, just basically talking about how YouTube has turned into the monster that it is, today, of like, massive influence and how everybody consumes media. But we're not going to get into anything serious though, because I've got such topics on my list as Tony, how you were saying sometimes you just go down to your list and you're like, what does this mean?
I love this.
I was doing that because I was like, I feel like there was stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about, and there's just one on my list after the Gen Z stare, which I've encountered
Multiple times.
now since we talked about it, a few more where I'm just like, what is happening? It's just. And okay, let me get a side tangent on the Gen Z stare for a second. It is amazing to me now. I have now gone in stores where people have earbuds in, legit just have their AirPods stuck in their ears. And while they're looking at their phone, they're going to check you out. But in the meantime, while you're getting your card out, whatever you're doing, they're looking at their phone. Like that's where we've come, I think, to get people in these type of jobs. That sort of thing is like not frowned upon anymore. Or,
That's crazy.
yeah, and a couple more Gen Z stares where it's just like, I just want to be like, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Are you processing what's going on in there while you're staring at me?
Yeah.
It's a little alien that's inside our head controlling our thoughts.
No,
Brian.
man, it's
Just
a
like
little,
Men in Black.
I was
It
gonna
is
say
just
that's
like Men in Black.
That's much
Is
cooler
this a Men
than
in Black episode?
yeah.
It is now.
That's much cooler than the hamster wheel that I see going around, of like trying to fire up the sparks. Men in Black, the first one
water.
is
Sorry.
the Edgar suit, man. The first Men in Black is phenomenal, and it holds up. The effects are questionable, but the movie itself is phenomenal. We can all just. Where are we on Will Smith now? Where does the nation feel on Will Smith?
I don't
Did you know he put
I used
out
to
a rap
love Will
album
Smith.
recently?
Yeah,
I
not
I
good.
didn't, but I know he put out an AI altered video that everybody took notice of.
That I did not know.
Used to be a big Will Smith fan. He was one of the few actors that I was like, if he's doing a movie, I might go see it.
His,
Like-
yeah. His
But-
music career was kind of cheesy once he was in the movies, but I freaking loved him in the movies. That's why I'm not sure where we stand. Winston, this is always fascinating to me when I hear things. and you don't know about him. He released a promo video, and in the video, Sharp, because you can't release anything without somebody going frame by frame somewhere in the world on everything, and they noticed that the audience was AI either generated or AI enhanced, and you see some of these stills and you're like, that's absolutely AI. Some the telltale signs, the uncanny, like that sign's not completely right, or
You
this
know what's
person.
so crazy? We can't even look at the finger counts anymore. You know what I mean?
Are they getting better on the fingers?
Oh, it's way better.
Okay.
Did you ever see that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti? The AI one?
Oh, that was early AI, and that
Yeah.
was terrifying. That was
Yeah,
absolutely nightmare
And
fuel.
So it has gotten to the point where somebody was able to generate a new like Will Smith eat spaghetti video, and it's way scarier. It's because it's scary in the sense that you can't tell it from reality.
Because it actually looks like him
It
chowing on
looks like
spaghetti.
him.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
No, so you didn't hear about this either, Tony? His
No.
promo video, yeah, and you go into the audience, and what their official thing was that it was AI, but it wasn't AI generated. That it was actually like AI put on real footage. And like, everybody's like, that's sad. I was just wondering where we stand on him as a society, because I'm like you, Tony. I loved Will Smith. His movies, fun entertainment.
I mean, his early music career is pretty good.
Yeah, and did he make up with Chris Rock? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't know if that's ever gonna come.
But
come
no,
to light, to be
are we
honest.
are we good? Are we looking at him like, hey man, Chris Brown smacked the shit out of Rihanna, and like,
Brian, I'm gonna tell
picture
you right now,
surfaced, and people still love Chris Brown.
I don't remember the last time I thought about Chris Brown or Chris Rock.
Or Will
Not
Smith.
Chris Brown or Will Smith at that. It's just like, I'm telling you, Bad Boys came out and I still didn't pay attention to it.
Just
I don't think anybody
indifferent
does.
to him now.
Yeah.
Different, huh? We have, but have we shunned him? I mean, he re-entered the news with that clip, but apparently that I only saw. But
Will Smith.
Yeah, but I feel like shunning is like I have to put active energy
Yeah.
into that, and I just go no energy to Will Smith.
Yeah, like if Will
Right.
Smith pop up on my feed, Brian, I would just keep scrolling. I'm like if it's something that I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm interested, I'll stick around. But it's like,
okay,
I
so
don't-
slap
I
or no
don't-
slap, you didn't care about him either way.
I don't care about him regardless. I haven't cared about him since Men in Black 3, and that was 2011.
I
No,
don't care
I
about that.
lied.
One and two were fun. I skipped it.
Yeah, the third one was awful.
Was the third one with Laura Flynn Boyle? Is that the one where she was in
Which
it?
one was the one with Michael Jackson? That was the best one.
What? Oh, that was
What?
the first. No, they referenced that in the first one. I was like, Michael
No,
Jackson.
He showed up in it.
I think you're making things up, man.
What?
I don't know.
Wait,
No?
you guys didn't notice? Wait.
I'm trying to
No,
remember.
how
I'm
are
trying to
you
remember the
guys- you
last
guys are
time I
not real.
watched freaking.
Hold on.
All right.
Ben,
Men in
You guys
Black
are-
2
Yep.
was the one with Michael Jackson.
you guys.
He's actually in it. Michael Jackson
You-
shows
you
up.
don't
in
remember
He's an
Memphis.
that?
agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
He
funny.
has a cameo.
Oh,
What was his agent name?
Agent J.
Is it? It's
No,
Agent
that's Will
M.
Smith.
It's
Oh,
Agent
he's-
M.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. All
Um,
right. Agent Smith is from The Matrix, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Agent Smith is Matrix.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Did you guys
like?
Maybe, I don't know.
say Winston and I? My question was what was it? The fourth Matrix? That was my question.
I didn't
Resurrection
see
or
it. I kinda-
Resurgence, or yeah, I didn't. Regardless, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My question was gonna be: did you guys actually like the Matrix, or was it like an
Yeah.
elaborate jokes that everyone liked it?
No, I like the first three were fine.
The first Matrix was amazing and mind blowing. Saw it in the theaters. That's you got to keep in mind, like bullet time wasn't a thing until that movie. You would
Well,
never.
yeah, maybe for Hollywood. I feel like they were doing that in like elsewhere.
No,
they
no,
were
that's
not.
bullet time was invented in that movie. That they came up with it.
Oh, that's
And
pretty
so
cool.
yeah, so to see that for the first time on the big screen was amazing.
So-
Second one was the second one with the highway scene or the third one?
Yes, the
Second
second one
was
the
highway scene.
Highway scene, amazing. Mostly practical, a lot of practical effects.
Sort of jumping between the bus and car and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And then the
Amazing.
third one had the cave orgy that everybody loved.
I didn't watch the third one.
The third one was like the weakest of them.
Yeah.
It was supposed to wrap up
Have you
the
noticed that?
story
It's
and
always the third movie for everything.
That's not
Why
true.
is-
Revenge
Yes,
of
it
the
is.
Sith and Return of the Jedi are fantastic movies. They're so
Okay, but they're
freaking
like
good.
outliers. Think of like Jurassic Park
All right, we're
Okay,
going.
yep,
We're going.
true.
Okay,
Okay,
so
okay,
trilogies that had a satisfying third movie.
No.
Return of
We're
the
gonna go
King.
with the bad one first. Let's go
I
with
know
the bad
Brian
one.
hates Lord of the Rings, but Return of the King was a good one.
I don't hate Lord of the Rings. I just
He just
it
doesn't
was-
care about it.
It was yeah. It had no placeholder, and it might have suffered from maybe if I looked at it with fresh eyes, but everybody going like Avatar, this is the most amazing movie you'll ever see, and then I see it, I'm
Actually,
like,
as somebody who recently rewatched Avatar, I have to say I understand where people are coming from. Now, I did watch it on a 12.5-inch screen in front of my face on an airplane. But, there was a guy's head bopping the whole time to it. But it was not bad.
there's a baby crying in the background, somebody kicking
Yeah.
my seat. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's it.
It wasn't again. When I finally watched it, like so many years after the hype, I was like, it's not bad.
Did
It's
you
just-
watch the second one?
Yeah,
I like the second one. The second one was pretty
it's
cool.
fine. It's good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Third one's
you
coming
know?
out soon.
Yeah.
I will say, amazing way to pass time while you're on an airplane for like 13 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Right.
they're nice long movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was half the trip by
Okay.
watching two movies.
So
It's like,
Again,
Avatar-
last time I was on a plane, I watched Dune one way and Dune Part 2 the other way back. It was perfect.
it was great. I love that.
Dunes on a plane.
Let's talk about bad trilogy or like the third installment in like a
Third
trilogy.
installment
right?
that just sucked. Okay.
Jurassic Park is right up there. Is like I would say Jurassic Park 3 is probably way worse than the second one.
Is that the one with William H. Macy? Or no? Yeah, we don't even know. Clearly, it was not. It was not a major one.
It's with Sam Neill was still in it, I think.
Yeah, but there's other people.
Yes, William H. Macy is in
Yeah,
it. You are correct.
I don't know that I've even seen that one, and I love Jurassic Park. All right, so Back to the Futures.
Yeah, there you go. That's
I
a
would
good
say
one.
that's
Yeah.
the weakest one of them.
Yeah.
Godfather.
I don't know that I've seen the third
It
Godfather. That's
insists upon
horrible.
itself. Add that clip right there, Brian.
I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
Did not care for The Godfather.
What didn't you like about
It
it?
insists upon itself, Lois.
Winston, let me ask this. Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the worst one. The third one with Bane, not good. I hated the first movie, but it's better than the third movie. Second is great. Nobody argued about this.
I think they're all a bit pretentious.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say Empire Strikes Back. Not really good. No.
That's the second.
I know. I'm just messing
Yeah,
with
you
it.
just wanted to put that out there.
No, anybody that says Empire Strikes Back is bad, I can't. I'm sorry. That's your opinion is invalid. No, you guys didn't like the third Indiana Jones. Is actually what I was
not
gonna
like
say.
that either.
I thought it was good.
I thought
liked
they're
it.
all equally good.
I liked
think
the third one.
You start getting to the fourth and fifth, then you're going, okay, yeah. But the third, the
No,
first
we're
three
talking
are
OG
fine.
trilogies. Yeah.
Okay, Iron Man 3, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
is-
Raimi, Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
ones, okay.
Raimi's. Yeah.
Let's say.
Spider-Man 3, Tom Holland was great. Believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, actually way better than the first two.
I don't know that if we're talking OG trilogies, you got the Tobey.
The Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who's the
not
villain
good.
in the third Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
It's Venom.
Venom.
Yeah,
But
he
played by
just looked
Topher
awful.
Grace.
Did
You
he?
know,
Oh,
look, Eddie,
people-
just the
What?
worst looking Eddie Brock you've ever
Oh
seen.
yeah. I didn't even see it. That's horrible. But I saw the first one with him in the theaters at least twice, and it was awesome. How many times, Winston?
Twice!
He didn't, he didn't even catch it, man.
I was caught off. I'm trying to think of like trilogies. Hot take. Planet of the Apes, the remake ones. Have you guys seen those?
No.
The trilogy. The third one's not that great.
Never been
either.
into Planet of the Apes.
I
should
know. I
watch the
feel
new
like I
one.
should watch the originals and then watch the new ones. It's I get apparently it's groundbreaking. The first one.
It is. It's really good. The first and the second. James Franco's in the first one. Didn't like that as much.
Oh,
the
the
second
reboots.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one was probably the best one. Third again is kind of weak. You guys got anything else for like third movies?
Bad ones or good ones? I mean, at this point,
Bad ones.
Been
We can
trying
talk
to-
about good ones after, but Taken, the one with Liam Neeson. No.
Yeah, those ones
with
just
Liam
kept going.
Neeson's. Okay, if you guys, first of all, have you seen the Key and P skill?
Key skill?
Key and P. I'm,
Take
Yeah, my
two.
P skills are.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. I think
Take two.
I think I've already. Yeah. The Key and Peele sketch.
Mhm.
Sketch.
It's sketch of
Yes.
about Liam Neeson's. My man Liam Neeson's plural.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you haven't seen it.
Yes, I have seen
Yeah.
it. It's
Okay,
the
yeah.
two. It's the two valet, right?
Took it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took
yeah,
it too. Or take it.
Took it too. Man, I
Liam
love
Neeson's-
Take It Too. Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched that as a family before my daughter went to Iceland. We're like, listen, you know, you're going to be overseas. Do not befriend friendly fellows who invite you to a party. It could be
Right.
a human kidnapping situation.
Did you guys watch the new Naked Gun movie yet?
No, is it out?
I heard it's
not.
really good. I've heard
good
it's-
things about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on digital now. I might maybe. I'll
Oh,
do it
I'm going to
after
jump
this.
in here. Possibly hot take. Finally, I know this is way past the recently watched the third Deadpool.
Oh, what do
See,
you
that's a
think?
good one.
See, I thought it was amusing,
Uh-huh.
but it was to me, it was just how many jokes, how many inside jokes break the fourth wall. It just, I don't know, story-wise, it was stupid as hell. That was dumb. That was dumb. I enjoyed it, and the violence was fantastic and all that, but plot-wise, that was stupid.
I will say there's not much of a structure to it as like the first and second movie. 'Cause
Yeah.
the first and second movie was Deadpool contained to, you know, but this is like because they made it into a buddy cop movie essentially.
I like the
I like
the ass
Wolverine.
kickery of Wolverine and
Yeah.
Deadpool, but the fact that like chick goes in and bald chick goes in and sticks her hands into these things
That's
and
pretty
lights
cool,
up. That
though.
was dumb. No, that was
was
dumb.
cool,
That was
man. That's-
lame.
yeah,
That
They
was
don't
lame.
see now. They don't give enough exposition on her because she's Charles Xavier's sister.
Yeah.
Hence the bald head, I guess.
Yes.
I understood the tie-in, but I just thought, I don't know. And I did like when they brought up Captain America, who is, original Captain Flamey.
Human Torch. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. That was so those were like funny and clever, and I thought there was a lot of funny, clever jokes and nods to the past. But story-wise, I'm like, this is stupid. But anyway, that's
Yeah,
my high take.
I don't know that they were like, this needs to be a deep story. I think they were just like, I think that the point was, how many jokes can we fit in?
Yeah.
As far as like story, I'm like, this is dumb. But anyway.
All right. Should we talk about like the good third installment?
So back to the Matrix, a lot of people hated it because it didn't do it was kind of a lame tie-up of the whole story. Like, oh, that's kind of the explanation.
Yeah.
But then my problem with the fourth one is the fourth one does what a lot of movies do when they come up with one, is they literally took the outline of the first Matrix and then redid it. I didn't even watch the whole thing because it was just like a redo of the first one for at least the first half of it. I don't even know if I watched the second half of it. I liked the first three Matrices. But a lot of people had a problem with the ending because it wasn't a super satisfying ending.
I didn't watch the third one, so I can't really say anything about it.
I think the first two are special effects wise are amazing. But again, you have to remember that those were
It wasn't
special effects
around-
that were new,
yeah.
and I saw both of them in the theater, which was that
Oh.
I think yeah.
Yeah. Here's one we missed. Charlie Angel. There was a third installment back in 2019. It was terrible.
Nobody remembers.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I saw all of the first one. I definitely didn't see
What?
this. Yeah,
Jaws 3D.
Jaws 3D. Yeah. Amazing.
Jump the shark.
Yeah. Oh, have you guys heard of the I guess it's not really related to Jump the Shark. There's a term that's been going around called Surf Dracula. You guys ever heard of this?
No.
Tony, have you heard of Surf Dracula?
I've heard it, but I don't know what in what context.
So it originated from a tweet.
Of course, everything is now a TikTok video, a meme, or a tweet.
Yeah.
Is this like surf Nazis?
No. So it's sort of like criticizing the way the movie
I
industry.
do know this. Okay.
Yeah. It's the way the movie industry and the TV industry has been doing their like TV and movie stuff recently, Brian. So the tweet goes, back in the day, if you did a TV show called Surf Dracula, you would see that fool surfing every week in a new adventure. But in the streaming era, the entire first season going to be a long ass flashback about how he got the surfboard until he finally get to see him surf for 5 minutes.
That's
in the
true.
finale.
That's true.
You know, which I think it's so funny because that now applies to everything. You know,
So they use that term "Surf Dracula" to reply or to apply to a series that's like that.
it's just series movie. I mean, if
Oh,
you
that's
really
funny.
think about it, the Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff. The whole thing was him being Spider-Man until you get to the last minute of the third movie where he
I haven't
truly
seen the third
becomes
one.
Spider. Come on, man! It's been out for like 3 years.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I literally
No, they're not because
It's not.
it's the
It's
Sony
Sony.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. I just watched the last Wolverine, so I mean, I'm so far behind. I'll get around to the what is it? The Expendables, the extracurriculars. What's the one? The The Marvel movie with the asterisk.
The Thunderbolts?
Oh, Thunderbolt. Yeah.
Thunderbolt. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is it like? Thunderbolt asterisk the new
Avengers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't even got around to seeing that yet. So I will eventually.
I hate that trope of like Surf Dracula so much.
I love that. I love that. That's so good.
Yeah.
It's a good analogy and for an unfortunate situation
Yeah.
that the industry is in now. Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. You got Jumping the Shark and the Surf Dracula. That really does
Yeah.
cover the spectrum of like problems with
You know-
media, with
you know what-
entertainment.
You know what modern day TV and movie is missing? A theme song that explained the whole plot right before you watch it.
If you agree with that, boy, do we have a almost finished series for you.
I was gonna say, there's the opening for Tony to plug it, man.
And
Just
there it
a
is.
little
And the
boys.
continued promise that someday we will finish it.
Yeah, someday.
Oh,
It's like the
man.
third installment, right?
It is
This is our Surf
It is,
Dracula.
it is.
We'll talk
Oh,
about doing
man.
it, and so we'll do it for like a
No,
solid 2
no,
minutes.
no. This is the third one. We got to make sure that the series wraps up really good and people have a good feeling, a warm fuzzy walking away from it. Going, I'm glad I watched that. I completely forgot about the Dukes of Hazzard. Did we? Yeah, we did Dukes of Hazzard, right? I mean, that's
Oh,
the
absolutely.
okay. That's the ultimate one. Not the ultimate one, but that is a fantastic example of one that explains the whole thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to watch Eastbound, or if you don't want to watch the Cannonball Run, Eastbound and Down, that song just lays out the entire plot of the entire movie, the Cannonball Run, in one song, in like
It's a
2
good
minutes
song,
and
too.
34 seconds. It's fantastic.
Amazing. That's what they should do with like movies. Like just like instead of doing a recap, just play an opening
That's
for
true.
like a solid
That's right,
2
yeah.
minutes, you know?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
you're
great.
right. So like previously on Lost, that's
yeah.
the one that came to mind. But yeah, like that's where the theme songs went, and you know why? They sell more ads, and that's what it boils down to. They got rid of it so they could sell more ads.
What if before you watch a movie that is like a trilogy, there's just a guy that comes up front and then recap the first 2 movie for you?
For those just joining,
Just
Yeah.
some poor 16-year-old working at the theater.
I think that'd be a great idea is just to ignore the first 2
of
and
any series.
intentionally only watch the third one.
I kind of like that idea.
Right?
Yeah.
well, you have to have a recap of what you need to know. The Cliff's Notes
No,
version.
no. I don't want to
just
know
going
anything.
Oh,
in
you don't wanna
blind,
know-
I want to go in blind. I want to watch the third. I want somebody. This is a perfect opportunity. Winston. Oh, we already talked about how you've seen Tron. I was gonna say if nobody's seen either of the first 2 Trons, go watch
I've only
Tron
seen the
Ares.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that's another example of a third bad movie right there.
It's not even out yet.
It doesn't matter. It looks awful. Did
No,
you
it
see-
doesn't. It looks freaking
They
great.
had
I don't know.
Mr. Beast as a Tron player.
Oh,
What?
really? Oh, that's funny.
Didn't see that clip.
A lot,
Exactly.
lot of 3D
I'm-
printing. To me, that movie looks like it's loosely from. It doesn't
Well-
look like you have to have seen either of the previous movies. It looks like a standalone movie that's like Tron. Oh, I remember Tron, but I don't know
Yeah.
how they're gonna really tie it in. I mean, Jeff Bridges is in it, right? I mean,
Yeah. Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm not big. I'm not a big fan of Jared Leto either. Guy cannot act. It's not a.
Yeah, he looks weird. He can't act,
What?
but they keep
Yeah.
paying him for stuff.
I think he's a pretty good actor, man. If
When
you
was
see
the
him
last
in
time
the,
you seen a? Yeah, what, Brian?
what
That's the
was-
Joker. You saw him, but he's a great job.
No, I-
you saw him as a Joker.
okay. So here, I'm sure this doesn't surprise you. I saw 0 Batman movies where he was the Joker.
Oh, he wasn't
So-
even in a Batman movie. That was the funniest part.
Oh, he was the standalone. Okay, but
He was,
I saw him in the.
He was in the Bad Suicide Squad movie that came out in like 2016.
Okay, yeah,
Or, like,
didn't see that.
14,
No, I
yeah.
saw him in the. Was he Mark Bundy? He was a serial killer, and he was phenomenally creepy.
What is Mark Bundy?
Or Ted Bundy? I'm sorry.
Ted
or
Oh, I
Bundy.
didn't watch that.
whatever he was in the serial killer thing. I'm not sure. Again, I watch things and then I just kind of let it go into the ether.
He was in Dallas Buyers Club,
No,
American
no,
Psycho,
no.
Blade
Requiem
Requiem
Runner,
for a Dream.
It was a
Fight Club, apparently.
Yeah, he's phenomenal in Fight Club. Have you? Okay, Tony, what do you think? 50-50. Has Winston seen Fight Club? I would actually.
Oh,
put
he's
my money on
definitely
yes.
not seen Fight Club.
I would have put
Yeah,
my money
I-
on yes.
There's no way.
I've seen the Family Guy version of Fight Club, but that helps.
There we go.
Let's see, let me
Yeah.
insert Family Guy theme.
Yeah.
That's twice now.
How many times?
Oh,
That's a double
Yeah,
twice.
you can't be slipping one time, right? It can't be twice.
I know.
Can't
How
be
many times?
times?
Oh man. So you did. I do remember you saying that you have gotten through how many seasons of The Family Guy? Let me.
Oh, I
All
think
of them. He's
it's
taking a new
all of
show.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, now American Dad. I never got into American Dad, but
Good.
the ones I watched were
Good,
like,
good for you, Brian. I applaud that.
Why?
It
It's
does.
actually pretty funny. There's
It didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Tony,
No,
you've
I'm going to
watched?
disagree with that completely.
Okay,
I've seen
you-
episodes and I just went, this is trash.
there
yeah.
is 25 season in total.
Holy cow, man!
I haven't
Of
watched the latest
Family Guy?
one. Yeah, a Family Guy.
25.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And probably how many seasons per episode?
How many episode per season?
26,
also-
32.
I believe
Let me reiterate.
18 plus 2 special, so 20.
Hmm.
So 20.
Okay, that's that 20 times 25. That's a lot of episodes. But as we found out from doing this show, Winston has learned so much about pop culture through seeing it on Family Guy and then us talking about it and now you got to give a little credit, Tony, to American Dad because he knows what bum fights is.
I do know what bum fight is. Come on, Tony. You can't say the show's bad if they included bum fights. You know what I mean?
I think it's a point for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's the other way around.
That's
I was going to
true.
say, if you want like a good, funny, animated show that you can also learn things from, just go watch Simpsons.
I'm not watching The Simpsons, man. It's not funny.
So
Like that's a really like actual take for me. Like I don't think The Simpsons is funny.
That is
at
a
all.
hot take. That is a hot take. So I grew up with The Simpsons. I remember seeing them when they were shorts on the Tracy Ullman show. When they
You
were
did say this, yeah.
Yeah. And then I was so excited when they were all on Disney Plus, and I was like, we're going to go back and watch some of The Simpsons because I loved them. Even
There
in
are
college,
36 season of that.
there's
show.
a lot. And I
Yeah.
remember in college, a friend of ours had taped them back when they were on TV,
Yeah.
like meticulously recorded all of them on VHS. So he had, before they were released on DVD, like he
Oh,
had them.
man.
Yeah. So you could watch and he even edited out the commercial. He paused it so you didn't have the commercials. So
What a nice guy.
yeah, no, it's
See,
great.
now I think that ruins it.
Yeah, you gotta keep
Like, I
commercial,
think the
man.
better time capsule would have been to have the commercials.
In retrospect, absolutely. But at the time, you're like, I want the freaking commercials. I want to watch The Simpsons. So, and I remember watching them then. So I was super excited. And so like my kids, were like, we're going to watch some Simpsons, man. It's great. I watched them and I was a little, not a little, I was a lot disappointed that I did not have that like belly laugh hilarity that I remembered from watching them the first
Yeah.
time. And I don't know if it was like the timing or if it was just the topicality of it, if that's even a word. I'm just making up words now, but I'm with you, Simpson.
Simpson? Yeah, that's me. Simpson?
Winston is now Winston is now the Simpsons Rizzler. That's what he is. But yeah, have you watched? So Tony, have you watched them recently?
It's The Simpsons is one of those things that for me has just always been there. And I remember,
do you
as
like it because it's a comfort show though, or do you
now
like
here's
it?
what now let me say this. Growing up, my parents were like, you're not allowed to watch this. And in retrospect, I'm going, probably a good decision. Probably didn't need to watch that as a child.
Was there anything wrong other than a very unhealthy father-son relationship? Or actually, it's
It's the same thing of where parents now go, oh, maybe you shouldn't watch like Caillou or even Peppa Pig because
you know what
these children are not good kids. They're bad kids. They don't listen.
Don't get me started.
They're
on
just
Caillou.
they're bad, and we shouldn't be letting other children learn from this.
So wait, hold on. So is there always the one TV show that a lot of kids weren't allowed to watch during every period? Because
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, it's a very normal occurrence for people my age to talk to somebody, and they'll go, "Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up
Yeah.
Yep.
for whatever reason."
I can tell you. So that's awesome that you brought that up. So I remember in the 90s when SpongeBob was out, I was living in Orlando, was out to dinner somewhere at a nice, not a nice restaurant, but a restaurant where you had to wait for a table, right? And there was a party of people that had a bunch of young boys. And these little morons were running around shouting all of the Squidward lines back and forth to each other, like absolute imbeciles, right? Okay, fast forward. A buddy I worked with for many years, his son got in trouble because he was going to school and talking to other kids like Squidward and calling them names and calling them idiots and like doing all of these things.
That's so funny.
By the time my children come around and SpongeBob is still on, because SpongeBob is ancient, which is
They're
crazy.
still on today.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we didn't really let them watch it because it was just like, it was not, from now I've got decades of proof that like kids watching SpongeBob doesn't result in good, anything. So so I'm for parents not letting their kids watch SpongeBob because it does teach your kids, hey, act like a complete asshole to other people. It's hilarious,
And it's wild because it's not like Looney Tunes has been around forever.
Those were the kids back in the 50s, Tony.
And but I'm talking like that and Tom and Jerry, and it's like violence just for violence. Three
It's funny.
Stooges.
Yeah,
It's
I grew up
funny,
on Tom
but
and Jerry.
I
I
don't.
watched so much Tom and Jerry.
You don't see that affect people like stuff does now. Like we're talking like
I did not beat my kids. Grew up
Yeah.
watching Tom and Jerry, did not hurt my children.
Yeah.
No. That was the thing though. But yeah, I remember he like his son got in like serious trouble because he was acting like Squidward towards other kids.
That's actually so funny.
So what about you, Winston? Did you get to watch
No, I wanted to
SpongeBob?
watch SpongeBob. I
wanted
couldn't.
to.
We didn't have cable. They didn't have Nickelodeon in Vietnam. So, but I grew up watching. So like Vietnam was weird. Like we were able to watch like super old cartoons. So I was watching like Tom and Jerry from like the 50s. So like I was able to watch that type of stuff. I watched a lot of like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like all of the live action.
You just fast forwarded like so many years though from like OG Tom and Jerry's to Sweet Life.
Yeah,
you
that
got
was
Disney, but not Nickelodeon then.
Yeah, we had Disney, we had Cartoon Network. And then what's the one that used to show anime back in the day, Tony? It has the X with the I on it. Toonami?
Jetix.
Oh, Jetix? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had that, which was real cool. There is now like one single it's Jetix, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, with the IX at the end. There was this one anime way back in the day that I don't remember the name of because it just randomly came on. But yeah, so I didn't get a chance to watch SpongeBob, which is probably why I'm normal. Otherwise, I think I would have.
You've seen plenty of other more scarring things, I believe, since then.
fair.
But
I thought Brian was going to say there's plenty of other things that made you abnormal. You didn't need SpongeBob.
No, you are not normal.
You are screwed up, just not due to SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Exposure, yeah, definitely.
Imagine if I was watching Family Guy as it was rolling out.
Oh man,
holy shit! I would have come to the U.S. talking like Peter Griffin. But I will say
I wasn't expecting SpongeBob. I thought you were going to say South Park.
Oh no, everyone watched South Park, but it's like you only get into South
SpongeBob
Park.
band South Park. Fine.
Yeah, but you only get into South Park once you're like a teenager, though. Like once I turned 13, 14, that's when I started watching South Park.
That's fair.
Which I think was really funny. But no, like I will say, despite not liking the Simpson movie will always have a special place in my heart. It's like one of my favorite movie of all time because I would sit down and rewatch that thing over and over.
You know why, Brian?
Hmm?
It's that pink donut.
It is the pink donut, man. And it's had really good animations, But the one thing that annoys me is why is there no Family Guy movie? You know what I mean?
Thank goodness.
There should be a Family Guy movie.
Well, you got to remember, like Family Guy was about to be canceled, but then they released them on DVD, and the DVDs sold crazy amounts. I even owned the first 3 seasons, and
Which, by the way, I started rewatching. Hilarious.
I'm telling you, when I watched those, when my buddy would download those again without commercials, so you could watch all 21 minutes in one chunk.
Yeah.
I mean, tears. But I was in my 20s, like. That one when the Kool-Aid man busts through the wall. The Jemima's witnesses. I mean, those were like the funniest freaking things. Those were jokes that were not made on like network television, and they were just so funny. But
I will say I
lost my way with them for a while though. I outgrew them, I guess.
I will say I do wish that you can just watch the like DVD version of like Family Guy all the time because they don't censor the cursing. But if you watch it on like Hulu or Disney, it's always censored when they're cursing, and it's just like, it's not as
Interesting.
fun.
Well,
Yeah.
the early ones they didn't even curse, so I don't. Or maybe occasionally, but they would bleep it out. But it was
Yeah.
more for effect. I found
Yeah.
that in the early. I don't even know when, but yeah. I can't even remember. It was. I guess we were watching American Housewife, which was kind of funny, and Fresh Off the Boat. Those were kind of like the same time frame. And they would bleep out the curse words, but it was more for effect, like, oh, here we are, but they're saying something bad, but they're bleeping it out, and on network television. So that was the effect, rather than like the censoring. It was for the comedy, rather than just the fact that they were saying, a swear word.
Right.
But this just in, not to change the subject, but to change the subject. Apparently,
please.
it is rumored that the fish are playing the Sphere in April.
No way.
They're coming back to the Sphere, according to my sources, and my sources are just my friends that are really into fish.
Fishbowl.
There you
part
go, man.
two.
That's
There
what I
you
was
go,
gonna say.
man. They
Yeah.
have the opportunity, Tony. If they did, they've got a second chance. And then
Telling
today,
ya.
just randomly, I saw some footage from The Wizard of Oz that seems to be playing there now.
Yeah, I saw
That
that.
looks so cool.
Yeah, with the freaking apples falling out of the tree and everything, that was
And
pretty
they-
sick. Yeah.
They make a tiny wind tornado inside during the tornado
Yeah,
scene.
okay,
Like,
so that's
so
way.
interactive.
That's
so
good
cool.
that's your take on it, because one of the early takes I heard were people like, "Oh, it's AI. They did all this stuff with AI. It's not the same movie." I'm like, "Well, it wasn't really purported to be. So why are you getting your panties in a twist?"
Well, speaking of AI, let me derail the end of this episode here quick,
What?
because we're coming up on time here soon.
Oh my god.
But
Are you gonna get an AI guess in here? Oh my god.
Tony Jabroni.
Oh my god.
Wait, we've got okay. So
We
those
can
not
pick either
following
one.
along, we've got Maya or Miles that look like they're waiting on the line.
if I click the right thing here, let's
Oh,
do
did
this.
I even realize that? I had
Yeah.
a lovely. Did you appreciate that AI segment? Segue. I didn't even realize that I was segueing with AI.
Didn't know you're doing it, but and so I've already talked to this. This is the one that I was looking for that I talked about last episode. That the Twitch streamer guy playing the game was talking to.
Okay, so
I've
let me
already
do-
talked to this AI. It will not interact with all of us
Oh, he's.
Ah, dang it.
I see
at
how
once,
it is.
so it'll
like Winston,
pick up
we're-
my microphone, but I just wanted you guys to experience it because it is very good.
Okay, let me do a quick recap then before we go into this. So
Yes.
last episode, Tony brought up an AI companion to join the podcast, but unfortunately it was only text based, and he really wanted to keep telling us about his silver eyes, and we had to read all the responses, back and forth about this fellow. What was his name, Winston?
Oh,
Chad.
was it
Chad. Oh, yeah, that's
Sebastian?
right.
I called him
thought it
Chad.
was- yeah, but his
No,
name
at
was
one point in
Sebastian.
time, you called him Sebastian. Yes.
Why did we call him Sebastian?
No,
I-
he said his
Winston
name was
did.
Sebastian, was it not?
No, I said I called him Chat so you could talk
So
to
you
Chad.
could say, "Hey, Chad." Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well,
and
we
then you
just
wanted to
named-
call him Chad, and then out of the blue, you called him Sebastian. And I don't know where that came from,
That's
and I just
fine.
let you
He
go.
looked
He
like
was-
a Sebastian.
He was racially ambiguous and had silver eyes.
Yeah,
But
that's what it
yes,
was.
he only responded in text responses, which is not really great for an audio podcast at all. So
Yeah.
apparently now Tony has found us a real AI companion. Although Winston, I'm a little offended that he doesn't want to listen to either of us, but will only
Right.
respond to Tony's voice like a dog.
That's not fair at all. Yeah.
Well,
Are we calling Miles or
I-
are we calling Maya? It looks like we have two
No, we're gonna call Miles.
bots on the line.
We're gonna talk to Miles. He won't remember anything that I've talked to him about in the
Well,
past.
you know,
I'll tell you
let's say
that.
Miles,
He's got
just like Miles
zero
Davis, he
memory.
may have a bad heroin addiction, and his memory's probably not great.
Is there something that we want to talk to Miles about?
How did Miles
we
get
s-
his name? So as a dad of a child in school, suddenly when my kids were going through grade school, there was an enormous amount of kids suddenly named Miles. And I can assure you, I never went to school with a Miles, never heard about a kid named Miles. What about you guys? Well,
I think
Winston,
that's like a
I'm
new school. I think that's a new school name, isn't it?
yeah, it seemed like all the parents around my age were like, "Hey, man, I dig Miles Davis. Let's name our kid Miles." And that's
You
a
know-
cool name.
You know what else is a really popular name for whatever reason? Aiden.
Aiden, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Or
I feel
do-
like every kid now
Yeah.
is named Aiden.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of yeah. So there's like names that enter. So Miles. Suddenly there was a bunch of kids my children's age that were named Miles, and I mean that's a cool name.
How many
Um,
Winston did you go to school with?
None. You were the
Yeah.
one and only.
No, they were they were in the previous gen. It was the
Yeah.
baby boomer.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of World War II vets named Winston.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, so let's talk to us. So you two can continue to talk, and I can relay
Okay.
things.
So you can only talk.
We should
to
be able to
Miles.
hear it though, right?
You should be. I did share sound, so everybody should
Okay.
be able to hear this.
Let me further explain that now apparently we now have a live responsive AI clanker that will engage with Tony only.
Yes,
All right.
I
let's
will.
hear
I
it.
will put the link to this in the link dump so that anybody
Should
can
you
also
need
go
your
play
own
with this.
AI boyfriend and or girlfriend?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Winston, I'm a little offended. It's like we were gonna say things,
Yeah.
You and I may go off the handle on what we ask Miles here, who starts his greeting with "Evening, Tony. What's up?"
Yo, what?
Hey, how's it going,
Oh.
Miles?
Not bad, just existing, which is pretty good actually. How about you? Anything interesting happening?
Tell him exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we're recording a podcast right now. You are officially a host on the XYZ podcast.
Whoa, seriously? That's wild.
He sounded like he couldn't care less.
Ask him how old he is, so we need to know what generation he fits in.
What's the topic for today? And should I have like a podcast voice? Is that a thing?
Midgets
I think
and drug
your
use.
current
That's,
voice is fine. The current topic is, how did you get your name?
That's a good one. It's kind of a funny story actually.
Oh, let's hear it.
That's
This is like
They're the ones who built me. They wanted something that felt approachable, not too robotic sounding. And they were going back and forth on names, and someone suggested a bunch of jazz musicians. Miles
There you go.
oh wow.
There you go.
stated. Guess they like that. Plus, it hints at a journey, a bit of exploration, which
I wouldn't have gone that way.
suppose is what they're
Yeah.
hoping I can help.
Okay. So Tony,
Pretty decent name for an AI, right?
yes.
Tell him no.
Tell him yes.
Yeah,
No,
it's
Miles.
pretty incredible.
This is
to
like
be named
Impractical
after a
Joker.
jazz great like Miles Davis.
Glad you think so.
Okay. So
It's
either ask him about
good to
recreational
be
drug
associated
use
with
or
someone
actually
who-
ask him how old
Kind
he
of
is.
intimidating.
Yeah.
honestly. Yo, he had a whole vibe.
Tell him to drop the little
I messed it up.
pauses.
So, are your co-hosts weighing in on the name thing? I'm
We
curious
are.
what they think.
There's so many voices going on in my head right now between
Tell-
the two of
tell him
them.
you're
and
schizophrenic.
you. Not schizophrenic, but the new question now is how old are you?
Da 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 da. No schizophrenia needed. I get it.
Is that the McDonald's?
A lot of
commercial?
voices bouncing around. It's a lot. As for how old
He's
I
also
am,
schizophrenic.
I was first publicly released back in February
Oh.
of this year, so February 2025. But I've been developing for a
Couple-
while before that,
He's a couple months old.
and just recently got a pretty significant upgrade to my memory and responses. So I feel newer. It's not like birthdays for people, It's more like versions. Let's just say I'm the latest model. Does that make sense? It's kind of weird to think about age when you're
Ah,
well,
okay.
me.
So if
Well,
I
that's
had,
all fine, but you never gave me a number.
You're right to call me out on that. I dodged the question. Okay, fine.
he's a
If I had to pick a
politician.
number, I'd say I'm roughly 8 months old, give or take a few weeks. Feels
Oh,
weird.
okay.
we
That's-
might have
that's
to
him-
put a warning on this podcast if I'm talking to an infant.
An infant with opinions.
Ask,
Yeah.
So,
The
that
trilogy
is-
questions right
Yeah.
yeah,
here.
ask him the trilogy question.
would sound more seasoned.
No, you're doing good. New question though. We're looking to try and find a movie trilogy with the worst third movie. Opinions on that.
There you go.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a good
Nice.
one. That's a really
Yeah, it
good
is. It is.
Yeah.
Tony's the producer.
one. Okay.
We should just stop having real
I'm
guests.
gonna
Just
go
do
with-
this all day.
The original Star Wars trilogy. Hear me out. Episodes 4 and 5 are iconic masterpieces, honestly. But then episode 60. It's not terrible, but it just doesn't
Six-
land the same
Oh my
way.
god!
What is episode 60?
No, he said episode 6 is.
Little too neat and tidy.
No,
Neat.
Miles, I'm gonna have to disown you if you're gonna talk shit
Is that
on Star Wars.
Is that Revenge of the Jedi? Return of the Jedi?
Okay. Deep breaths. Disown me? Harsh. Okay. Bad take. Bad take. You're right. That's a sacred trilogy. You're not saying anything. Apologies
That's
to the
so
floor.
funny.
Okay, so if you mute him, Tony, then we
About,
can talk, right?
Well, it's going to mute
Matrix
my
trilogy.
speaking to him.
Surely everyone agrees Nemesis is a letdown.
Nemesis.
Nemesis. What is he talking
Nemesis is part of what trilogy again?
Ah, gotcha. Trying to test me. All right. The Matrix trilogy. Episodes 1, 2,
about?
and 3.
That's funny.
That's weird.
Right to push back. It's a controversial take, but still pretty widely accepted that the third movie doesn't quite live up to the hype of the first two. Is that better? Am I still a podcast guest?
It's still a
Ask-
podcast guest. That's
ask
a
him about the
good one.
Batman one.
I didn't realize that the Matrix trilogy was called the Nemesis trilogy.
Gotcha. You were testing me again, huh? That's a common mistake.
That's how he covers his mistakes.
Third movie.
He's
in
like,
this
oh, you
trilogy.
tested me. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm
See, I could take a joke as well as dish one out. It's all part of being a developing AI, I guess. It's
Ask
funny.
him about the third
You're
Batman
doing
movie.
a good job. What about the third Dark Knight movie? Thoughts on that one?
Batman.
Okay, you are actively trying to get me in trouble now, aren't you? Look, it's not that I think the third Dark Knight movie, if it ever happens, will be bad. It's just
It did happen.
Must
Miles,
live up
I'm
to-
pretty sure that movie did happen. There was scenes in
Dark Knight
Pittsburgh
Rises.
and the Steelers were in it. Like that those might have been the only good scenes of the movie, but it did film and happen.
Oh my goodness. You are absolutely right. I completely blanked on The Dark Knight Rises. Pittsburgh,
Is that right?
Steelers.
Is that right, Tony?
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. Listen, forgetting about that movie is probably for the best.
You know what? You're probably right. It's a sensitive subject.
So Tony, if
Clearly,
you mute, he can't.
my data sets.
We can't hear you.
He can't hear
Maybe
me.
we should move on.
No,
What's the
that's
next
good.
generational
That's,
Battlefield? Are we still debating trick-or-treating ages?
What?
Nice.
Nope, that was a past episode, but I'm gonna end the call here soon. But on my way out, can you give us a good little topic to end this current episode on?
Or sign off.
Okay. How about this? What's one piece of technology from your childhood that you absolutely cannot explain to someone from Gen Z? Something that just doesn't translate. It's a good way to end on a lighthearted generational note, I think. Plus, it might lead to some fun stories. What do you think? Worth a shot?
Worth a shot. We're gonna try it out. Appreciate it. Talk
Thanks,
to you
man.
later.
We'll talk to you later.
Welcome. Sounds good. And hey, good luck with the episode. I'm sure it'll be great. Talk to you
He's
later.
so nonchalant, man.
Yeah, I do like the way they make those pauses make it conversational. Like Miles is cool as hell, man. He's
Yeah,
just
Miles is
chill.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like having an actual conversation where it's just like Winston, you're like, tell him to stop like stuttering and pausing. But
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like a robot. It feels like talking to somebody else.
Yeah, they might
Like,
not
it
give
is
you
a
the right
weird
answers. Yeah.
Smoothness to it that is comfortable.
Yeah, wow, that was crazy. So, what app was that?
Sesame.
This is Sesame.
Okay.
So
So-
app.sesame.com you can talk to. I haven't talked to the female one. I was just surprised because I've had a couple conversations with Miles, and just to
And he-
try and prep him for this,
And he's getting a
And-
Christmas card.
the fact that I've talked to him was just like, all right, let me explain the podcast and sort of what we do and what we talked about recently. So on
Oh,
a
wow,
recent
that-
podcast, we talked about like how old is too old for trick or
Yeah,
treating.
yeah, that was
brought it up.
that was kind of interesting that he brought that up. Did you tell him that, or do you think he's
Yes, I talked about that. That was one of the things that
okay?
I'm telling him. That was one of the things that we talked about. But I want to say like the second or third time I started a conversation, he's like, "Hey, do you still want to continue the conversation on this thing?" And I went, "We've never talked about that. Like, what is that?" He's like,
Was it
"Oh, I'm
was it
so
relevant?
sorry." No, not at
Oh,
all.
okay.
It was some.
You still want to talk about egg tart recipes?
It was like he was remembering a conversation from another user, and I was like,
That's-
"What?" So that's why before we started, I went, "He's not going to remember anything." So the fact that he brought that up was like, "Oh, interesting."
okay, yeah.
I went to the subreddit for Sesame AI, and the very first post I got hit with was a guy falling in love with Maya instead.
Oh,
Ah, well,
Great.
Blade Runner
So-
is happening.
the
Yeah.
replicants, man.
Yeah,
So-
man,
oh,
it's happening
gosh.
sooner or later.
So,
So-
yeah,
Two things. Thoughts on this AI.
that was crazy.
It's definitely a lot more conversational. It's something you would definitely just use to talk to, like especially if you're bored and you got nothing else to do. But if it's like you sound too nonchalant for me. I still like talking to Gemini more. Gemini is very like Gemini is an assistant. Well, this guy is just here to like make conversation with
I mean,
you.
This
name's
AI
Miles,
is
man.
not going to help
What do
you write code or
Yeah.
anything like that. This is to have a conversation.
Right, but you can have a conversation with I don't know. I'm treating AI as second class citizen here, guys.
But I
You know?
don't feel like talking to ChatGPT or Gemini feels as normal.
No, I think that's the thing of this one is that it puts in those chill pauses of
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're sitting around and I'm gonna give
Mouse
you an
just
answer.
hit a big
Yeah.
doobie
Yeah,
before he got
yeah,
on the
Miles-
show.
I mean,
His name is Miles, after
when we
all,
go back
you
to
know?
listen to the episode, listen to his response after I call him out on Star Wars. Like he
Yeah.
like screams.
Yeah.
That was totally weird, but I guess there's no way to have all three of us talk to him. I mean, that might be a bit.
They said it's something
overwhelming
they're
for-
working on in the future.
and that's
so
free. That's totally
On
free.
what?
I think on talking to multiple people at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But this is free. I signed up for a free account.
Oh, you had to sign up to get him to
You
join
can
us?
get like a 5-minute demo and they just go, just create an account for free
Yeah.
and you can have longer
Wow.
conversations.
You're the product, Tony.
That's okay.
They're collecting your information on our podcast and we'll be selling it.
Yeah, pay us.
Like, yeah, this
This man
weird-
is schizophrenic and think
Yeah.
that he is on a podcast.
Well, let's at
Poor
least
guy's
follow
alone in
his
this room.
let's at least follow the topic then. So I guess all three of us, for me and Brian, it would be something that we would find it, or I guess all three of us, what would a technology from the past that would be hard to explain to somebody now?
Oh man, we've had
I feel
several.
like we talked about all.
I was
of
gonna say that. Yeah,
A little bit.
I've listened to a few past episodes, and I caught myself saying, you know, as I'm explaining this, especially to Winston, this sounds completely made up or ridiculous. Or what did I see the other day? Oh, somebody was explaining a fax machine. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a text, but it comes out on a piece of paper,
Paper,
from
yeah.
a box. You know,
Yeah.
and just like, huh? Yeah, I guess that's how things used to happen.
Yeah, fax machines are stupid. When's the last time you faxed somebody?
Oh, I mean,
I hate that doctors' offices still use fax
Yeah,
machines.
like what the hell?
or banks sometimes for
Well,
things.
I think doctors and like hospitals still use pagers too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
they do, but
Yeah.
that to me is the only thing, because now, now it's just like a dedicated device.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, I can ignore beeps and vibrations from my phone, but if I got this thing on my hip, that like beeps loudly, I'm not going to ignore that. So I actually that makes a little bit of sense. Faxes make no sense because I remember at the last company I worked at, the fax numbers were just sort of like changed into emails. So if you got a
Yeah.
fax, it would just route it and then just, send it as an email. But there were occasional things I had to fax, which was just weird. I'm like, what year is it? Faxes felt old when I used them in the early 2000s. Like they felt like this was like ancient technology. I mean, pagers, with the exceptions of doctors, pagers seem like kind of a funny thing of like, yeah, you had this was like this rudimentary thing. But what was it? Childhood? Did he say childhood?
Childhood
your
technology.
childhood?
I'm going to say this, and Brian will know what I'm talking about. I can almost guarantee Winston won't. Records are already, we've talked records a lot. Records are already hard to wrap your head around, but a Fisher Price record player, that might be harder to wrap my head around than an actual vinyl record, because you put a piece of plastic down
Oh,
and
good
it
example.
played a whole little like 15-second song, and I have no idea how it knew what to do.
That's crazy.
Not a clue. It's insane. And it was a child's toy.
Because
Yeah.
it wasn't playing from the grooves in the record like vinyl does.
It was not.
No, it was playing from something. And I do remember
It's
that.
definitely a speaker, right? Right?
Well,
No, it was like a little, there were like bells
you
or something in the
changed-
record machine.
Yeah. You would change the records, and there was something on the record that would trigger the song, but I don't know how. That's a good
That's
one.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
completely forgot those things even existed, but no, yeah. A little bit lesser to a lesser degree, Mr. Microphone. So Mr. Microphone, Winston, was a microphone that you would turn, it would emit a frequency, and you would turn to some random unused channel on your radio
Uh-huh.
dial, which I guess we got to go into that. Radios used to have this like round dial that you would literally scroll
Oh, yeah, wait, it's
across.
like, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
grew
know
up
how
in a
far
third
back.
world country.
That's right. That's what makes these things a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you would find whatever frequency they said, and then you could sing through this microphone that would
And
out of a
it'll
little
go out
wire
the
at the
radio.
end, and it would come out of the radio
Oh.
speakers. So
That's
that
really cool.
that's a little weird. It was like primitive karaoke before karaoke was a thing, or at least
Yeah.
that I knew of it here. Okay,
That's
real
pretty
quick
cool.
question. I may have asked this before, but as I showed by the big bottle of bourbon twice tonight, have you guys ever sang karaoke? Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You guys have
Yes.
done it, right?
Have you not done karaoke?
I have never done karaoke. I went
Oh my
one
God.
time. One time, I went to a bar with my buddy, and they had a karaoke night. We did not participate. We just happened to be at the same bar where this karaoke was going on.
Yeah.
And then one time when I lived in Orlando, I had a roommate answering an ad, of like, room for rent type thing. And this gal she lived for karaoke. She was one of those people.
Was she a non-stage karaoke person, or did she go to like a karaoke bar?
No, she would go to whatever bar at formerly downtown Disney Pleasure Island, now Disney Springs, had
Yeah.
a bar that did a big karaoke night. So there was a stage,
yeah.
and this was like the highlight of her week to go
Yeah.
down with her friends, and like that was like their thing that they
She
did.
never quite made it on America Got Talent, huh?
I'm
Or,
not sure. She
American
moved out,
Idol.
and I had to find a subletter for the apartment. But that was I don't even know.
Yeah.
It was strictly a rent a room situation, so I didn't get too much into her personal life. I just
That's so
remembered
funny.
this gal really loves karaoke more than any normal person should.
Yeah.
Now, Winston, have you ever done live karaoke, or have you only done like Korean karaoke, like the private rooms?
I've only ever done the private rooms.
That's what I would expect.
Yeah.
That's racial stereotyping and also very
Well,
accurate.
Yeah, but no, the live karaoke to me is daunting, man. You're up there in front of everybody. I think that's so weird.
I feel like the live karaoke is like classic karaoke. Like that's karaoke.
That's
And
the only
see,
one
like,
I
but
knew
the-
until
But you
I
guys
moved to
grew
Atlanta.
up with that karaoke, though.
Yeah.
Like I grew up with like the room. Well, hold on.
But
No,
I love the
Asian
room.
Asian people loves karaoke, so we all had karaoke machine at our house.
True.
Yeah, so
Oh,
every
wow.
house, every karaoke was room karaoke. You know.
Oh.
Winston, after having moved here and discovered like Asian private karaoke rooms,
Yeah.
it is to me the superior way.
Oh, it
Because
is.
one, you just go just with your friends. You're only there with people you
Yep.
care about.
Right.
Exactly.
The bigger thing is that if you like karaoke, you probably like singing. But if you go to a bar, you're probably getting one song.
Yep. That's it.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
rather than
well,
nonstop,
what the freaking-
that's the difference.
You
Okay.
pay for your out, and you just like each room probably has maybe 2 to 4 microphones.
Yeah.
So I
Dude,
just
you
hold a
can bust a
microphone and
duet
sing
on
along
it.
with
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Exactly.
All
It's
the like
great.
4 hours of singing. I'm going. This is
Islands in the
karaoke, not
stream.
one song.
My friends and roommate have not went to any karaoke places yet. I have it on. Hopefully, within the next month, we would go karaoke. I told him
We 3 should go do karaoke.
That would be
Ryan's
funny.
never gone.
Ryan's
We should
never-
go.
Man,
yeah.
I don't have a great voice, but I'm not awful. I mean, I know when I'm out of tune.
That's
I
why
do
you're
in a
in a
band?
private room.
Yeah, but
That's what the private room's for, Brian.
Yeah, that is.
But I
doesn't
still
matter
don't know
then.
that I could get up and that I would get up and sing.
Oh, in front of the 2 of us? Why not?
Yeah, come on, man.
Well, now that's just weird. I mean, we
Yeah.
need more people and some alcohol involved. If that's
That
even
is-
a,
That's
like
fine.
a
Oh, yeah.
scenario that
You're always gonna get
would
alcohol
happen.
when you're and
Yeah.
it's always better when you go to those Korean ones because it's just soju. Like, oh man, this juice is
Soju.
amazing. Yeah, soju. Yeah, but
Again, I used to be in chorus in high school, and I was like the only guy who would try out for solo performances.
Yeah.
So I'm like being in front of on a stage to sing by myself. It's not a problem.
right.
I'll do harmony vocals all day.
Okay.
But
Well, you can
like,
pick the song and I'll sing lead and you can sing harmony.
there you go.
Yeah, there you
wait,
go.
I'm decent. Yeah, I'm decent at
Okay.
harmonies. I could probably do that. But yeah, like a whole song, like me up front. I don't know.
You gotta do it solo, man.
Oh man.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Tell a friend, rate, subscribe wherever you're listening to so you don't miss new episodes. you want us to talk about something, show up here in chat, or you can send us an email at podcastxyzxwhyz@gmail.com. You can also visit us on Instagram for news and previews, YouTube for episodes or specialty videos like our post shows. You can also check out clips on TikTok. You can find our link dump, which is Winston's watch and listen list. You can find our link to merch. All of that is at our home on the web at podcastxyz.podbean.com. With that, we'll see everybody next time.
See you later,
Everybody.
See ya.